Let's talk about jump cuts in iMovie. What is a jump cut? Well, if you've got somebody talking on camera, whether it's yourself or whether you're interviewing somebody for your video, they are invariably going to make mistakes, they're going to repeat themselves, and they're going to say stuff which isn't relevant or concise for your video. So you're going to want to cut all that stuff out. But once that stuff is removed, there's going to be a gap in time as you play through your A-roll. There's going to be jumps in the video, even if the audio makes sense. So let's take a look at how that works on a clip we have here. It's a clip of Jai talking to camera, and he repeats himself about sandflies. Let's play through.
Sandfly, sandflies.
So what we need to do to remove that repetition out is find the precise point where he's finished saying sandflies for the first time, because that's the part we want to keep.
The sandfly.
Using spacebar, I've stopped the playhead, and now I can use the left and right arrow keys to finely tune exactly where I want to cut to. Now, with the playhead exactly where I want to cut to, I can select the clip with the yellow bounding box and now press Command B to split the clip at that frame. Now I'm going to play through the second clip that we've created until I've come to the end of the part we want to remove.
Sandflies.
And again, I'm going to use the arrow keys to move the playhead to a point where his mouth is closed, and now we can just alter the duration and cut that clip to the playhead. And now if we play across that cut,
They like to eat is something called a sandfly, and
you can hear audibly that the story still makes sense, but there's a jump in the visual, hence the name jump cut. If we had shot this A-roll twice, one from this shot size and maybe then on a wider shot, we could cut this mistake out of this shot while covering the cut by cutting to the wider shot. We could possibly get around revealing this jump cut. Another way we can hide it is using B-roll, and in this case we're quite lucky because he happens to be talking about something that we have relevant B-roll for. So let's take a little bit of this sandfly footage and put it over the cut, and we're going to reduce the time a little bit. Now play through.
eat is something called a sandfly, and those sandflies would.
And now you would never know that we've cut a little bit of time out of our A-roll. But it's also worth considering that jump cuts remaining visible in videos is becoming more and more common due to the proliferation of vlogging style videos on YouTube. You're really going to have to consider whether your audience will accept them and whether they look like a stylistic choice or they feel like a mistake has been cut out, in which case you probably want to cut to some B-roll.